With loops, what we're going to do is we're going to just do a real brief demonstration on how loops repeat typing out to a document. So, what we have to do is we have to go down here. We're going to use the getElementById model, so that way it's the easiest. So we're just going to create a paragraph. I'm going to give it the ID equals loop text. And then we're just going to say nothing here because it's going to write it at the beginning. So the first thing we need to do is create a function for this to work. So function print number, no parameters, do a left brace, and then a right brace for the end of the function. And we're going to run it like this. So we'll use the easiest kind of loop right now, which is a while loop. And we're just going to say while I is less than 10. Then we need another left brace, another right brace. So I'm going to start putting some comments here. This brace ends the function, and this brace ends the while loop. What this does is it allows us to keep track of which brace belongs to which other left brace. Keeps it simple. So now what we want to do is we want to use our document.getElementById to increase or print out each individual answer. And this is going to look like this. We use document.getElementById, which our ID will be loop text dot inner HTML. Now, instead of just setting it equals to, if we set it just equal to, the only result we'll see is the very last result, which is not what we want. We want to see all the results. So we're going to do plus equals because it's going to add on to itself, hopefully. And we're just going to have it use the letter I. Plus equals the letter I. Now, what we haven't done, because we're going to go up here and say that variable I starts at 0. So this condition here is going to run while I is less than 10. It's going to be true. As it stands right now, this will happen forever because we never increased I. So we're going to use what's a shorthand way to increase it, I++, to increase the letter I. So when we run it here, we get nothing. Why do we get nothing? Because we forgot to go down here to the body and tell the function when to run. So I took away the button to click on. We're going to use a more common method I like, which is body on, and then we have our options. We're going to use on load. That means when the page loads up, this is what we're going to do. And here, just like before, we can call to our function print number. And now let's see if we get results. Yes, we do. You can see the results are now successfully printed on the screen. Not very clean, but printed. Let's clean it up a little bit. After this I, we can go here, do another plus sign. This ties different things together. There's a really fancy vocabulary word for it. That concatenation, I believe is how you say it. I always butcher it. So we got I plus, and then we can do a literal quotation with a comma there that will separate out our different printouts. So when we look again, now our information is printing out much neater. Granted, it printed off an extra comma at the end, but we could go back and fix that with an if statement. But that's the basics on using a loop to print out multiple information in an HTML document.